Review of Wonder Woman 2017, Part 2. James Cameron says Wonder Woman is a step back for women. It's pretty much everything I said for my first review, but I'll get into a little bit about what James Cameron said about Wonder Woman and my reaction to that. In an interview with The Guardian, he briefly mentioned Wonder Woman hit Google Trends very high in like the top 10 or 15 or whatever. He talked more about Terminator than that, but then probably a lot of people covered just what he said about Wonder Woman. Evil Terminator's been around longer. Evil Wonder Woman's only been one film. Evil Wonder Woman wasn't that good, according to me. The Guardian stated this to James Cameron. For all his machismo, Cameron almost invariably puts genuinely tough female characters at the heart of his movies. From Dr. Lindsay Brigham, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio in The Abyss, to Rose, Kate Winslet in Titanic. So what did he make of Wonder Woman? The Guardian stated that Cameron's answer about Wonder Woman being tough was this. All of the self-congratulatory back-patting Hollywood's been doing over Wonder Woman has been so misguided. She's an objectified icon, and it's just male Hollywood doing the same thing again. There's more to the quote, but I'm just thinking about what he meant by that. Male Hollywood saying, maybe he's thinking that male Hollywood says, this is what women think when they think of Wonder Woman. But he doesn't really go into depth about it. Patty Jenkins, a female director, directed the film. It's really going to bother me. What did he mean by that? There's obviously a disconnection between what he thinks women like in a film versus what men like in a film. Also, in his generation, at least in the 90s, women watched The Piano, sorry. They watched a lot of Palme d'Or films. Now it's been more about like geekery and stuff. My interpretation of what he meant is that it's more Hollywood, it's more materialism towards film, selling merchandise and stuff. James Cameron continues saying, I'm not saying I didn't like the movie, but to me it's a step backward. Sarah Connor was not a beauty icon. She was strong, she was troubled, she was a terrible mother. And she earned the respect of the audience through pure grit. I will say this. I don't think that Wonder Woman earned the respect of that audience. She saved the world, but she doesn't... There's sort of something missing there. I'll get into that a little bit in my review, which you probably know already if you watched my video on Wonder Woman the first time. The film was done for money opposed to art. And I don't believe anyone trying to make this film cared about art, except maybe Patty Jenkins. Everybody watched this for entertainment and rather a soulless interpretation of what shows women would be equal to men. By spending money opposed to having a message. What's the message of this film? I really don't know. I believe women are equal to men because of what they do in real life, not because of what they do in a film. Rather, the media said we shouldn't praise Wonder Woman for being a role model in this, as it was spun in the media. Praise doctors, praise Patty Jenkins, the director, there's a lot of people more praiseworthy than Wonder Woman. You can even say that Wonder Woman is an interpretation of a irresponsible woman who calls herself a feminist or something. This is a bit of a stretch, but like I'll get to it in a minute. In my opinion, of those false feminists. compared to the true feminists who take care of everyone in the world, whether through partnership, motherhood, daughterhood, or doing some very good research in science, or healing as a doctor, or even just putting a band-aid on someone, or serving someone food. So what does Cameron's quote have to say about it? I don't know, but here's my take on the filming backwards towards women. Despite whatever I said before, I sort of covered what Cameron might have meant, but here's what I mean. Wonder Woman 2017 didn't show anything good about a film, anything good about women. Wonder Woman was the Thor of the DC universe. It was highly rated, and the character was really dumb. It did everything wrong in the film, and the fans loved him or her anyway. Wonder Woman would rather kill people based on the belief that killing a god, opposed to like diplomacy or peace or negotiation or other militaristic yet intelligent tactics would be used to stop a war. She is the Donald Trump of Greek mythological Hercules woman. She uses physical power and ability and the genetics of God to do whatever she wants, and is basically an irresponsible dumb jerk. One person in my high school stated that in Greek mythology, Hercules is just this dumb guy who does a whole bunch of dumb stuff and gets everything wrong, which might be what they did in this version of Wonder Woman. And to that extent, they actually did a good job with that. And for whatever reason, the fans love her despite being this dumb jerk. Despite the fact that the person who is very right about everything in the film, she doesn't listen to. But that's okay, because he was a man. Therefore, it wasn't sexist at all. It's totally what feminism is about. I don't care that the DC Comics fans or comic fans are going to complain about Batman vs. Superman. But I did watch the extended cut, unlike the awful theatrical cut ruined by producers. And this is exactly the kind of film that people who like Wonder Woman should be going out to see. A film about the times, a film about the worries about militarization, opposed to the opposite, which is Wonder Woman praising militarization. It is a film about a corporate scientist who takes advantage, takes control of the government, oppressing the world, and doing terrible things to it. But at least Lex Luthor is smart. Wonder Woman is dumb and does everything wrong and does everything jock-like and is praised as if she was an athlete rather than a role model. And she shouldn't be praised for a role model as a result of that.